The system of Japanese numerals is the system of number names used in the Japanese language. The Japanese numerals in writing are entirely based on the Chinese numerals, and the grouping of large numbers follow the Chinese tradition of grouping by 10,000. Two sets of pronunciations for the numerals exist in Japanese. One is based on Sino-Japanese readings of the Chinese characters, and the other is based on the Japanese Yamato Kotoba. Basic numbering in Japanese. There are two ways of writing the numbers in Japanese: in Hindu Arabic numerals or in Chinese numerals. The Hindu Arabic numerals are more often used in horizontal writing, and the Chinese numerals are more common in vertical writing. Most numbers have two readings, one derived from Chinese used for cardinal numbers and a native Japanese reading used for ordinal numbers, though there are some exceptions in which the Japanese version is preferred for both. The special reading Maru is also found. It may be optionally used when reading individual digits of a number one after another, instead of as a full number. A popular example is the famous 109 store in Shibuya, Tokyo, which is read as Ichi Maru Q. This usage of Maru for numerical 0 is similar to reading numeral 0 in English as O. It literally means a circle. However, as a number, it is only written as 0 or A. Additionally, 2 and 5 are pronounced with a long vowel in phone numbers starting that. Numbers begin with if no digit would otherwise precede. That is, 100 is just haiku, and 1000 is just sen, but 10,000 is ichiman, not just man. And, if sen directly precedes the name of powers of myriad, ichi is normally attached before sen, which yields isen. That is, 10 million is normally read as isenman. But if sen does not directly precede the name of powers of myriad, or if numbers are lower than 2000, attaching ichi is optional. That is, 15 million is read as sengo hyakuman or isengo hyakuman, and 1500 as sengo hyaku or isengo hyaku. The numbers chapter 4 and 9 are considered unlucky in Japanese. 4, pronounced chi, is a homophone for death. 9, when pronounced ku, is a homophone for suffering. See tetraphobia. The number 13 is sometimes considered unlucky, though this is a carryover from Western tradition. In modern Japanese, cardinal numbers are given the on readings except 4 and 7, which are called yon and nana respectively. Alternate readings are used in month names, day of month names, and fixed phrases. For instance, the decimal fraction 4.79 is always read yon 10 nana q, though April, July, and September are called shigatsu, shichigatsu, and kugatsu respectively. The on readings are also used when shouting out head counts. Intermediate numbers are made by combining these elements. Tens from 20 to 90 are ju, hundreds from 200 to 900 of haiku, thousands from 2000 to 9000 are sen. Additionally, the tens from 30 to 90 in kun reading are formed by so, where the digit is also in kun reading. Miso, joso, iso, muso, naniso, yasa, kokonosa. Variations include I for 50 and the suffix g for 20 through 90. However, for the most part, these are not in use in modern Japanese. There are some phonetic modifications to larger numbers involving voicing or gemination of certain consonants, as typically occurs in Japanese. E.g., roku, 6, and hyaku, 100, yield ropyaku, 600. This also applies to multiples of 10. Change ending due to jucho or juket. This also applies to multiples of 100. Change ending ku to kkei. In large numbers, elements are combined from largest to smallest, and zeros are implied. Other types of numerals beyond the basic cardinals and ordinals. Japanese has other types of numerals. Distributive numbers are formed regularly from a cardinal number, a counter word, and the suffix zutsu, as in Hattori zutsu. Powers of 10. Large numbers following Chinese tradition. Large numbers are created by grouping digits in myriads rather than the Western thousands. variation is due to Jinkoki, Japan's oldest mathematics text. The initial edition was published in 1627. It had many errors. Most of these were fixed in the 1631 edition. In 1634 there was yet another edition which again changed a few values. The above variation is due to inconsistencies in the latter two editions. Examples: 10000, 983, 6703, 20, 3652, 1801. However, numbers written in Hindu Arabic numerals are separated by commas every 3 digits following English-speaking convention. If Hindu Arabic numbers and kanji are used in combination, a Western orders of magnitude may be used for numbers smaller than 10,000. In Japanese, when long numbers are written out in kanji, zeros are omitted for all powers of 10. Hence 4002 is. However, when reading out a statement of accounts, for example, the skip digit or digits are sometimes indicated by tobi or tond, e.g., yonsen tobi ni or yonsen tond ni instead of the normal yonsen ni. Decimal fractions. Japanese has two systems of numerals for decimal fractions. They are no longer in general use but are still used in some instances such as batting and fielding averages of baseball players, winning percentages for sports teams, and in some idiomatic phrases, and when representing a rate or discount. The Bu fractions are also used when talking about fevers, for example for 9 and 2 parts, the temperature 39.2 degrees Celsius. One system is as follows. This is the system used with the traditional Japanese units of measurement. Several of the names are used, as is to represent a fraction of a shaku. The other system of representing these decimal fractions of rate or discount uses a system shifted down, with a bu becoming a 100th, and so on, and the unit for tenth becoming wari. This is often used with prices. For example, 15% discount. Batting average 389. With the exception of wari, these are rarely seen in modern usage. Decimal fractions are typically written with either kanji numerals or Hindu Arabic numerals, preceded by a decimal point, and are read as successive digits, as in Western convention. Note that, in written form, they can be combined with either the traditional system of expressing numerals, in which powers of 10 are written, or with the place value system, which uses 0 in both cases. However, the reading follows the traditional system formal numbers. As with Chinese numerals, there exists in Japanese a separate set of kanji for numerals called daiji, used in legal and financial documents to prevent unscrupulous individuals from adding a stroke or two, turning a 1 into a 2 or a 3. The formal numbers are identical to the Chinese formal numbers except for minor stroke variations. Today, only the formal numbers for 1, 2, 3, and 10 are used in legal documents. They are the ones whose common forms can be changed to a higher value by adding strokes. In some cases, the digit 1 is explicitly written like for 110, as opposed to in common writing. Formal numbers. The 4 current banknotes of the Japanese yen, 1,000 yen, 2,000 yen, 5,000 yen, and 10,000 yen, have formal numbers, and respectively. Old Japanese. Old Japanese shares some vocabulary with later periods, but there are also some unique numbers which are not used anymore. Notes. The transcription is based on the phoneme and is not phonetic. See Old Japanese for further information. See Jodei Tokushu Kanazukai for information on subscript notation. Hand counting. Japanese uses separate systems for counting for oneself and for displaying numbers to others, which both proceed up to 10. For counting, one begins with the palm open, then counts up to 5 by curling up the fingers, starting from the thumb. Thus 1 has just the thumb down, while 4 has only the pinky extended, and 5 has a fist. 1 then counts up to 10 by proceeding in the reverse order, extending the fingers, starting at the pinky. Thus 6 is the same as 4, 7 the same as 3, and so forth, with 10 ending with the palm open. While this introduces ambiguity, it is not used to present to others, so this is generally not a problem. When displaying for others, one starts with the hand closed, and extends fingers, starting with the index, going to the pinky, then ending with the thumb, as in the United States. For numbers above 5, one uses an open hand and places the appropriate number of fingers from the other hand against the palm, so 6 has the index finger against the palm, and so forth. To display 10, one presents both hands open and palm outwards.